Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be near. That's the deal, my dear. We're over, here under. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Tesla stock update video. This Tesla stock update video, I don't do a lot of these anymore. Before we get in, everyone say hello to Dashi, hello Dashi, and yeah, let's start this bad boy. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Those of you have noticed that I have been touting Bitcoin a lot, saying that I am going to, when this big deal goes through of mine within the next 2 weeks, I will be buying mostly Bitcoin, 60% of that being Bitcoin. That is what is helping me retire. I'm already retired, but you know what I mean. And why I am not selling Tesla, I'm selling mostly everything else. I only have one stock, and it is Tesla. That is the safest. That is one that's still undervalued. It's down today despite the amazing news that we've got. The news being that from Forbes, Elon Musk reveals Tesla will increase $1.5 billion Bitcoin holdings, boosting the price. How are they going to do this? Well, Tesla chief executive Elon Musk, our Lord and Savior, whose tweets regularly move the Bitcoin price as well as other cryptocurrencies, everyone type in Doge down in the comments, has revealed people can now buy a Tesla car with Bitcoin. He has said this for, I think, over a couple months now, where you're going to be able to do that, and now it's finally here. In a series of tweets, Musk said that Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as a cryptocurrency and not converted back to dollars, meaning that if you pay $70,000 for a Cybertruck and you pay in Bitcoin, that's not going to be converted back to fiat. That is not going to be held in dollars. That will stay on the balance sheet as Bitcoin. This is heckin' perfect. Now, for me, I would never buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. I pre-ordered 2 Cybertrucks, but I'm not going to pay Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to grow so much. And Elon Musk is 100% on board. He knows that there's a limited supply of Bitcoin. There's a limited supply. There's a finite amount. And there are people like him, such as Jack Dorsey, such as Michael Saylor, these billionaires that have been adding to their balance sheet as well. A Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Obviously, you have Cash App putting it on their balance sheet. Michael Saylor put on his balance sheet as well. But I think Twitter is going to put on their balance sheet as well if they haven't already. And he knows that all these multi-billion-dollar companies are going to come in. They're going to get Bitcoin. And the more Bitcoin he has on his balance sheet, he's already made over $1 billion in Bitcoin since he bought it 2 months ago. So it adds to Tesla's $1.5 billion net worth that it bought back in January. Tesla and Bitcoin bull Elon Musk is actually the answer to climate change, claims former Trump comms director. 1 second here. And from CNBC, this article was published only a couple hours ago, whereas the Forbes one was published like 8 hours ago. Quote, Elon Musk says people can now buy Tesla with Bitcoin, and the people outside the U.S. Will be able to buy Tesla with Bitcoin later this year. Currently, right now, you can only pay for it in the continental U.S. I'm not sure if you can do it in Hawaii and Alaska. You should be able to. But in order to accept payment, Elon Musk said Tesla is using sorry, we're learning today, an internal and open source software. Bitcoin, to my knowledge, has not been hacked ever. I don't think, if anyone has any comments down below of people actually hacking it, not like, oh, I gave this person my password, gave them the keys, and now, they have it. An actual, no, it was secure and now it's not. Let me know in the comments. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced late on Tuesday that he is now possible to buy Tesla's vehicles in the U.S. with Bitcoin. You're able to do that now. Like I said, continental U.S. Automaker revealed that it had bought about $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin and that it would soon start accepting the world's most popular cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And he was officially made the techno king of Tesla earlier this month as well. A support page on Tesla's website explains how customers can pay for a Tesla using the digital currency. The company's electric vehicles typically cost between $37,990 and $124,000 before tax. Elon Musk says, quote, you can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. There's so many of his tweets. He made a lot of them. You have Lex Friedman also commenting on it as well, saying something about Doge. Then people outside the U.S. will be able to buy Tesla Bitcoin later this year. He did not say which countries, though. So some countries might be able to, some countries might not. I think India is going to be a real problem. Even though Tesla's going to take over India with, I think their Model 2, they're going to go to India because they're going to have, India gets a lot of sun, and they're going to be able to, store the batteries there, solar panels and whatever. But Yeah, a lot of India has one. They don't like cryptos. They don't like Bitcoin, and also they don't like cars over there. They like mopeds. They like 2-3 wheelers. Like cars normally aren't a thing for like 80% of the population. So Tesla's going to dominate there because they're going to be the only car company that's going to be one fully electric that has the cost down to where people can afford it because it's a growing economy, and something that's going to be small enough. Like I said, I believe it's going to be the Model 2 that they're going to make over there, that they're going to be able to push out over there. Bit of a gamble because no other car company is going to try to go there, and one, the car's going to be more expensive than what Tesla is. They're not going to be as safe. They're not going to be as good. They can't have that, full self-driving. So anyway, I digress. In order to accept payment, Musk said Tesla is using an internal and open source software. He added that Tesla operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Nodes are computers on Bitcoin's network that work to verify transactions and avoid the cryptocurrency from being spent twice. Now, Dan Ives, an analyst at Wedbush, said in a research note on Wednesday, that is today, that his firm wasn't expecting Tesla to start accepting Bitcoin payments until the second half of this year. So the price target will probably move, even though it's down like 1.5%. And when this big deal goes through, I had said to people before that I'm not going to buy any more Tesla stock because I already have 188 shares, already worth over 100,000. But let's say I buy 200 grand worth of Bitcoin, and I still have 100 something grand left over. I would be stupid not to be able to buy at least a little bit more Tesla, because I think that company is going to 10x. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, even though I'm retired at 30, and I hope that's what was my last job. Or business. I think it's very undervalued. This, like, let's say if I'm talking to my friend Steve, you got an extra couple hundred grand, put like 50 of it in Bitcoin and put most of the rest of it, 50 of it into Tesla and most of the rest into Bitcoin, just because it's so undervalued. And even with Cathie Wood, of ARK Invest, they put out that paper that says their base case for Tesla by 2025 is 3,000 a share. That's almost 5x to where it is now. It's about 4.5 times. Their bear case is 1,500 a share, which is still more than double, and their bull case is 4,000. I still think they're not taking into account certain things. Now, they are taking into account autonomous driving. They are taking into account insurance a little bit, but the insurance, what I think they're not really accounting for Bitcoin, and they're also not accounting for the energy side of things. ARK Invest, like Cathie Wood, my hero, is not accounting for energy just yet. Obviously, it's not going to be near as big as everything else, but it could be almost as big as what the car market is by 2030, and that's just the car. So I think they're undervaluing it. I think it'll be their bull case of 4,000 is probably going to be pretty close to my base case for it. Again, that's just my thoughts. Like I said, I think this will 10x. I think this will be a $6 trillion company minimum by 2030. Is probably going to be even higher than that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to continuing this article. This is a seminal moment for Tesla and for the crypto world, with Musk now cutting the red ribbon on Bitcoin transactions within the broader Tesla ecosystem, said Dan Ives. Quote, "We expect less than 5% of transactions to be through Bitcoin over the next 12 to 18 months. I'm going to say like 2%. However, this could move higher over time as crypto acceptance starts to ramp over the coming years. I think, I'm going to say mid-decade, it's going to probably move towards 10 or 15%, because people that are buying in now, let's say by 2025, Bitcoin goes from $50,000 a coin to $500,000 a coin. Okay, well, you don't want everything in one asset, so you're going to pay for a little bit with that. And, maybe if they already bought a house, they already bought everything, you have a couple coins, and, you have $1.5 million, buy a Tesla with it. And especially these bigger companies, let's say like Walmart gets in, Amazon gets in, and let's say Walmart and, Target, whoever, they have these big trucks, these big semis that Tesla's going to sell, and they want to buy them. Hey, they have it on their balance sheet as well. Spend it in crypto. This way you don't, that's something that I think might happen as well. Moving on, Musk embraces Bitcoin. Tesla's image as an environmentally friendly car company sits at odds with the Bitcoin's network colossal carbon footprint, which is true. Researchers at the University of Cambridge found that it uses more electricity on an annual basis than the whole of Argentina. Wow. Well, again, everyone's doing this through the world. They're mining for this stuff, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. 2018 paper published in Nature arguably the most prestigious academic journal in the world, found that Bitcoin emissions alone could push global warming above 2 degrees Celsius. And that's like, yeah, that's a lot. But again, once, in the next 10 years, it's not going to happen. In the next 10 years, Bitcoin, most of it's going to be mined, and then after it's all mined, but say by 2040, it's not, you can't mine anymore because all of them have been mined. Now, despite his poor environmental credentials, Musk has embraced Bitcoin more than any other major tech CEO. I would say Michael Saylor's probably embraced it more because so anyway, moving on. He's been tweeting about the cryptocurrency on and off over the last few months, raising alarm bells in some corners. He's also been tweeting about other coins like Ether and Dogecoin. Doge! I don't even have Doge. I just think it's funny. I've told CNBC last month that Tesla's share price is now directly tied to the value of Bitcoin. It's true. And it's going to reflect on their Q1 statements. It's going to reflect on the Q1 call when they go over it. The analysis on that. And say, oh, you had over $1 billion in gains on Bitcoin, and he's going to say, yeah, we did, and this is just the beginning. This is going to be insane. I think honestly now, even if he doesn't touch it, let's say this 10x's by 2025, and he's got 10 billion. Yeah, a good 10% of his holdings is of Tesla's holdings is going to be in Bitcoin. And if you think that Elon Musk doesn't have Bitcoin, you're nuts. If you think that all of these companies, all the CEOs and the higher ups, that they're putting it on their company's balance sheet. If you think they personally don't have Bitcoin, you're nuts as well. Eventually, the supply is going to run out, and it's going to be so. Right now, I think they're making 900 coins a day, and then your people are buying well over that, well over like 2,100 of them each day, and the supply is going to run out very, 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 very quickly. Buying as much as I can. The original goal was to have a coin by the end of the year. I have a little more than a half a coin now, but like I said, in the next couple weeks, in the next month, I'll have like 4 coins. So anyway, moving on. Musk is now tied to the Bitcoin story in the eyes of the street. And although Tesla made $1 billion paper profit in his first month owning the digital gold, it comes with added risks. I've told CNBC via email. Tesla's share price and the value of Bitcoin have seen huge gains over the last 12 months. With Tesla shares rising from about $100 to over $600. Again, split. And Bitcoin rising from around 7,000 to over 55,000. Yeah, that's a lot. Some investors, however, are convinced that Tesla and Bitcoin are both in bubble territory. Lansdowne Partners fund manager Per Leekander told CNBC last week that he thinks Tesla is in a bubble and that he's short on Musk's firm, meaning he will profit in the value of Tesla stock falls. All right, so Lansdowne Partners fund manager Per Leekander, you should lose your job because that's honestly ridiculous. Short on Musk's firm. Oh my God, what would you be short anything Elon Musk? That anything that man touches turns to gold. Tesla's market value soared to over $800 billion in the 12 months leading up to January before dropping to less than $600 billion in February. Now stands around $635 billion. And again, it's Tesla's, not Elon Musk. Tesla shares were up around 0.6 in the after hours trading on Tuesday after closing at 662, but now, like I said, it's down like 1.5% as of the making of this video. Price of Bitcoin's at 55,000. I'm not sure what it is right now, but anyway, that's the article. Tesla Bitcoin update. I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.